Hey everybody, I'm John Granado and that's Lance Zierlein. You can hear us mornings on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet. Get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. The Yankees and Astros, Lance, their pitching staffs. Some setbacks here. McCullers, we don't know when he's coming back. Hunter Brown's having some early struggles with some control. The Yankees have already lost Frankie Montas to surgery, and Carlos Rodon, he got shelled in his Grapefruit League debut. Between the two clubs, which rotation do you want right now?
A, Houston Astros, without question. So
A for Astros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lance McCullers is out most of last year. Oh, well. I mean, tell me about the
injury.
but
you had Justin Verlander last year.
Yeah, you did.
They still have Garrett Cole.
Yeah, but you still have Christian Javier for a full year as a top starter, not starting off in the bullpen this year. You have Fromber, you still have Garcia, and you still have Urquidy. Even if Hunter Brown struggles, that's your fifth starter. So your top four guys, I didn't hear about anyone with a surgery here. I didn't hear about the other stuff that you mentioned with the Yankees. So, no, I'll take the Astros all day over the Yankees.
Yeah, me too. And listen, MGM has the Astros as the #1 going to the World Series. Who's their biggest rival in the AL?
I think it's Yankees. I think it's Yankees. They've played a lot. They've played plenty of times. They've eliminated them in the playoffs multiple times. We want Houston. We want Houston.
Yeah, did they?
And in Houston, yes, I think it's the Yankees. I think it's definitely the Yankees.
I think it's the Mariners.
I think the Mariners are coming up, but if you ask everyone else in baseball, they'd say Yankees.
Who gave them the best series last year?
No, I think the Mariners did.
The Mariners. They were up until Jordan ended it in game one. They went 18 innings in Seattle. I would
agree. But I think the rivalry is the Yankees because they have a lot of history that is built up since 2017, and they still have the MVP.
But we're talking about biggest threat. Their lineup isn't great. They lost Montas, who they thought this was an unbelievable rotation, which it's not anymore. Their bullpen is really good.
Biggest threat might be Seattle.
I think the biggest threat in the American League, and Seattle's going to finish 8 or 9 games behind them in the division, and yet they're still going to be the biggest threat. There's nobody in the Central that's going to touch them, and it's the Yankees in the East. Now the Blue Jays have a shot to be pretty good, but they're the Blue Jays. And listen, the Yankees have all this. The only reason that we have all this bluster about the New York Yankees is because they're the New York Yankees. Okay, you want to talk about fading last year? They ran out ahead of everybody. They were going to have the best record in the history of baseball, and then they played the Astros, and the Astros beat them 5 out of 7 over that span.
Yeah,
and they and if it wasn't for 2 last inning unbelievable losses, it would have been 7 of 7. And the Astros just kicked their ass. I don't even think it's close. If you want to know the truth.
Well, it may not be. We'll find out. Their pitching staff looked a whole lot tougher this year, but as you mentioned, now there's question marks for the Yankees. Boy, if you want to talk about a snake-bit organization, the Yankees have had some real issues with injury.
Well, they're paying the devil, okay?
Yep.
That's payback for all the crap, all the horribleness, and the evil that they've had over all those years. Thank you.